Namaste everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the upgrade that the universe is trying to give to you. So the universe is always trying to upgrade your life, but a lot of times we stand in our own way for that upgrade to happen. We have so many limitations that stop us from accepting that upgrade, from allowing ourselves to receive that upgrade. And one of the major things that stand between us and the upgrade is our fears. Whenever you want to make a huge shift, a major transformation, or even want to take a step that is taking you into the unknown, you can see that there is immense amount of fear that instantly comes up. The fear that tells you that you can't do this. The fear that tells you that you don't deserve to do this, that you don't deserve to take this step, to make this huge transformation in your life. And that fear comes from your conditioning. And this fear is connected to many of the limiting beliefs. The belief of lack, that living in lack is normal. But opening yourself to abundance is something crazy. That's a crazy idea, to live in abundance, to see yourself worthy of everything because you are enough, because you are whole. So this normalization of fear because of the conditioning is a huge issue, and the ego makes the fear more normal by calling it practical, by calling it logical. It will give you 100 excuses for why the fear is normal. So we have been conditioned with a pessimistic mindset because of the survival energy. The masses are really easily convinced because of the fear. And that's why whenever someone who is not spiritually awakened, they listen to something which is about your limitless nature, your abundant nature, they are unable to accept that as truth. They are unable to connect to it because all their life they have known fear. And now someone is saying that you deserve everything. You are abundant. Abundance is your nature. You don't deserve to live in lack. Lack is not normal. So suddenly their entire identity, it is in question now. So they start defending their belief systems, their limiting beliefs, and they start fighting the person who is revealing the truth. But if you are someone who is becoming aware that these fears are stopping me, so you have to first of all see the root of that fear. And you will understand that it's coming from your belief system of lack, that I don't deserve it. And that's why people are unable to use the energy of money wisely. You have to realize that the energy of money is something that is to help you to become a higher version of yourself. By that I mean a version of yourself that is aligned with purpose, that is aligned with your authentic self. It is not there to hold, to collect, and just keep it. This is the energy of greed. This is the energy of survival. The best thing you can do with the energy of money is to use that as a tool for following your heart, for following your vision, for manifesting your purpose into reality. But whenever you will want to make that choice, the belief system of lack, the belief system of fear, they all will come up. So you don't have to give your power away to those beliefs. This is your greatest test. That do you have the awareness to not act on your fears, to not say yes to them and say that I no longer believe in these limiting beliefs. I know that this is not the truth. This is my conditioning. And another really important thing to go through the upgrade is to be present in life. The present moment is the portal to your highest timeline. You can access your highest timeline in this very moment, but it depends on your mindset, on your perception. When you're always thinking about what you can do tomorrow or after 1 year, you are thinking you are powerless in the now, that things can only happen in the future, not in the now. In the now, things are just not possible. And humans are rarely present. And the present that the universe wants to give to you, the upgrade, it lies in the present moment. If you are never present with yourself, if you are never present with your surroundings, if you are never appreciating what you already have and you're not enjoying that, you are not allowing the universe to give that upgrade. When we are not present, our awareness is not rooted in reality, and reality is always in the present. Reality is not something which is just existing in your mind, which is keeping you in the thoughts of tomorrow or in the regrets of yesterday, of past. Reality is existential, and the only existential thing is this present moment. This very moment, which we call the now moment, here and now, this is existential. But we have been conditioned in such a way that our mind is always seeking something other than the here and now. And everything that you need to do to receive the upgrade lies in the here and now. But humans are always away from the here and now. They're always thinking. They're always in their minds. They're not present. That's why it's important to become present. And being present is directly connected to letting go of your fears. Because fear is also, majority of the times, coming from your past, from your conditioning. It is also part of mind. I love this full form of fear, false evidence appearing real. And the mind just feeds you more and more evidences to make your fears real. It is not existential. Just think about it. A lot of fears that you think about, they're not actually happening right now. They're related to the future. They're related to something that's gonna happen, not something that is happening. Majority of the times that is the case. So if you are too much in fear, if you are too much in the mind, being present helps you. It helps you to see what you already have. It helps you to see that what present the universe has already given you and what presents lie within this present moment. So to unravel that, to discover that, you need to be present. So it's important to take time for your mindfulness practice, to become just present, to let go of your mind, of your thoughts, and just for a while be with yourself, be with your presence, with your being, and feel that energy. The ego can't exist without thinking. Thinking is like food for your ego. It's like the source of energy. The more ego thinks, the more it feels, I am doing this, I am doing that, I am in control, because I can think of million things. So the moment you let go of thinking and you start observing your thoughts instead, you start observing your breath, you start becoming present in whatever you're doing, in any activity, whatever you're doing. If you do it really mindfully, if you slow down and do it, the awareness completely changes. The quality of your being changes. So being present is one of the hardest thing for the ego. And that's why people don't take the time out to just be. Doing is easy for them. And finally, the most important thing is to take the leap of faith. Whenever you're asked to make a major choice so that you can upgrade your life, you have to take the leap of faith. A lot of times you can't know how the outcome is gonna be. You will have to go into the unknown to find out. But not everything can be known before. That's the beauty of life. If you look back and see your own life, you will notice that you plan so many things. You plan every day. But a lot of times, the things that make you grow, that takes you out of your comfort zone, it happens spontaneously. You can't plan life. This is what life is. Life is a mystery and it happens spontaneously. It can't be controlled. So this planning nature of the ego, it never lets you take any kind of leap into the unknown. It always stays in the known, it plans in the known, and ultimately it dies in the known. A lot of humans spend their entire lives in the known, and they see people who are exploring the unknown, who are doing something which is completely new. They are putting something new into the universe, into life, inspiring people. The best thing they can do is talk negatively of them. It's just like the birds who have lived in the cage their entire lives. They think flying is an illness. That's what humans do. The people who are just living in their little boxes, who just know their little box, their known life, they are so afraid of the unknown that when they see someone who is going into the unknown, they start hating on them. They start bad-mouthing them. And you don't have to worry about it if it's something that's happening with you. because you are growing. It's the sign of your growth. It's the sign that you are evolving. You are expanding your consciousness. You are not just staying the same. So this is where the trust in the higher power comes into the play. The faith, the belief in something higher. And this trust is not blind. First, you should trust yourself. You should have the awareness that is not coming just from the ego. The ego always is about self-image. I have to make the right choices, otherwise what will people think of me? I have to maintain that image. That's why the ego never admits that I am wrong. There are people who never admit they are wrong. This is the sign that someone has evolved in life and someone is expanding their consciousness. That if they look back in the past and they can admit, yes, this was my mistake. I was wrong here. But the people who are driven by the ego, they think that if they accept their mistakes, their self-image, it will come into question. People will not respect them or something like that. So there is a difference between self-image and self-consciousness, self-awareness. Self-image is about defense mechanism, the defending of image, and self-awareness is about living life from your being, observing your life from a third person perspective, from a higher perspective, which takes you beyond your personal identity, personal bubble, and you're able to see the higher perspective. This self-awareness comes with being present. And this self-awareness will give you a self-trust. That trust will not come from outside. It's not blind trust. It comes from following your own intuition, from understanding your being and exploring the unknown. The more you start exploring the unknown, the more you start unraveling the path that is created for your spirit. And the more you can trust that yes, there is a path that is not defined, that is not pre-planned, but it has a meaning. It has a really higher meaning, and I can't make sense of it right away. But it makes sense when you keep walking that path. So the more you walk that path of the unknown, and you take the leap of faith again and again, the universe keeps giving you the upgrades. And those upgrades will be so much quantum that it will shift your life completely. So let go of your fears. Be present, live in the moment, and go into the unknown. Don't be afraid of life. Trust life. You are not separate from life. You are one with it. Life is your greatest teacher. There is nothing to be afraid. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, share. You can also support my work by hitting the thanks button. And please make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. Much love to you all.